A lot of things going through my mind. I don't know if we ran out of gas that second half. I think you got to give credit to Baylor. I thought they came at us and punched us right in the mouth, and I didn't think we responded. I don't think that's the way our makeup is. I'm going to make an excuse so I can get ripped for it. I did a terrible job of scheduling, and I think it caught up with us a little bit. We just need more time to prepare than we've had, and this turnaround was almost insane. And we just don't have a team that we can change enough things right now to accommodate that. So they deserve the credit. They brought it the second half. They hurt us in our weakness. They went inside. We were moving the ball and really playing well, I thought, the first half, and yet we quit doing that, and I just think we looked awfully tired, and I can accept that that's my fault, not theirs. So we got to compete a little harder, but we got to be a little fresher to do that, and I thought Baylor played awfully well in that second half, and we didn't.
Most noticeable in the rebounding numbers?
You know, I didn't even see the final total. We had 3 offensive. Yeah, and I think Miles, I know, got 1 late. Yeah, I mean, that usually is an effort-related stat. You know, they shot 55% in the second half. That's an effort-related stat usually. But give them credit. They had 24 assists on 30 baskets, you know. I mean, we had 17 assists on 22 baskets, but we had a couple guys that competed, and we had a number of guys that didn't. You know, I don't think it's because we're non-competitive. We didn't get Miles the ball enough during the stretch, and we had those stretches again where we miss a layup and turn the ball over a couple times. And but you can see we've got weaknesses. And we got to slow Nick down a little bit. He did an unbelievable job of competing. I mean, he wants to play, but he just doesn't understand yet that when there's 3 guys around you, you can't spin, and especially when there's 7-footers. I thought we had some kickouts the first half that were great. We didn't do that the second half. We didn't move the second half. Give them some credit for that, but we give us a lot of blame for that. And like I said, I just felt like we didn't look like we had the energy we needed. Yeah, I think just about all of them had a big second half, but the 2 big guys did, and but part of it was us, and part of it was them, and part of it was, you know, a lack of preparation. And you can't prepare in an hour or 2. I don't have a veteran team, so you're not gonna, you know, give us a day, but give us. I mean, this was the most brutal turnaround I've ever had in my history of my coaching career. Might as well played the old doubleheader in baseball. It wasn't much different, and that part bothers me for these guys because I don't think I was fair to them on that. I really don't. I'm not making an excuse for them. I just, you know, I think you struggle with that, and that was a tough thing to get back late and then get up early and do what we did, and they did a good job of that. We just didn't play the second half.
Tom, you know, not only the turnaround and all the scheduling and stuff like that, but what is the burden or the grind that comes with when it just seems like every offensive possession is kind of trying to grind points?
Yeah, you know, I don't think it was the first half. I don't think it was yesterday. You know, I know it seems like it when you have a game like this. I give them credit. They're a zone team. We cut that up pretty good the first half, and they went to man, and they punched us. And we, you know, I can't say that I prepared them for the man. I mean, that's what we go against mostly. But in that short period of time, that's all we did is work on some zone stuff and their stuff. But you can't have Aaron Harris, you know, our best shooter, go 2 for 16 or 17, whatever he went in this tournament so far, and putting a lot of it on Miles, and, we just got to get a little more out of a few other people. So, yeah, it's taxing, but it's more I really believe this too. It's more than, we got to practice some. So the schedule's been brutal as far as travel and who we've played. But the schedule's been brutal because we never have a practice day. And it just worked out. I actually apologized to my team. And yet, I've always played a tough schedule, but it just worked out that the travel and that made it a little more difficult. And you know what? To all of you, you can take it as an excuse, you can take it as the truth. I don't give a damn. I'm telling you what I did. This ain't on them, it's on me. And you know what? There's nobody else in the world that's done this. Everybody else plays tough schedules, but the travel has been brutal. And then this turnaround in 12 hours, borderline insanity.
Miles, you ever see a team with length like that up front?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, we play a lot of people way bigger than us. We just got to work hard on defense and rebounding. That's the only thing we need to work on because obviously we're undersized. But if we work hard and get the rebounds, then we'll be good. But we didn't do that today.
Tom, last night you talked about still not quite being in sync, and they switched obviously from the zone to the man. Is that what you're talking about a little bit? I mean, that's some
Yeah, we can't.
trying to be together.
Yeah, we can't ad-lib anything, we can't, and we're not real good coming out of timeouts and knowing what we're doing yet. And again, that's not their fault. It's part of the process here. And but we're playing a lot of good teams. That was a good team. I mean, it was a top 20 team, and deservedly so. They killed the number 4 team in the country, and I don't think I'm giving them a lot of credit, but I can't give them too much credit. I mean, I deserve some of the blame. I mean, we did not play like we needed to play, and we have to compete at a different level. Kenny's I got these 2 guys, and I got maybe one other guy that I feel is competing at the level they have to. Now, is it because they're worn down? I don't know. I'll figure that out. But we've had our moments when we look very good in this game, in that game, and the Kentucky game. And yet we have those stretches where a couple missed layups turn into a couple turnovers turn into they're going the other way. And, transition defense has never been a problem. Kentucky's the best team we played as far as running. Was no problem there. Today, the breakouts and dunks, that's where I said, we looked a little run down.
Tom, you hear everything that Tom's saying about travel and the toll that this is all taking. As someone going through it, how would you describe this?
Well, it's been tough on us, but we can't make excuses for it. This is the schedule we have, and we just got to do a better job of what we have. Some of our bigs got hurt, and our size is down. But like Coach said, we're not gonna make excuses. We just gonna deal with what we have and be better.
This is your 3rd college season going through the first 3 weeks, 2 years previous. Do you feel any different than you do?
It's definitely different because of the travel. It's definitely different.
How would you describe what is is it physical, mental, what is it?
I mean, it's more mental than anything. Going on the plane, coming off a plane, going to practice. So other than that, I mean, physically, I feel fine.
I think the biggest problem, guys, that it's created is we don't practice. We played it. We came back from Kentucky, and we had to take the next day off because the NCAA, makes you do that. And we had one day, and then we played. And we had one day, then we played. So those 1 days, preps are walkthroughs, and we really. I'm disappointed we're not competing more, but we haven't had time to compete and practice, and with young guys, you got to do that. So we're going to get this straightened out. There's certain things that I love that we do, and we're going to get it changed. We're still pretty unselfish with the ball, still making too many turnovers. Didn't get to the line tonight, but when we did, we made our free throws. They didn't get to the line much either. Still taking a few too many threes. And that part of it, we can correct. So some of them are correctable, and Some of them, we just got to get a little more healthy and a little more practice time, and we'll, like I said, we know our warts, We played everybody to know our warts. Still,
Would you like to see the NCAA move to start the season back?
yeah, this is ridiculous.
There's no time to practice even when you practice.
We're like an NBA team now. You better practice in the first 2-3 weeks and get everything in. And, it's very difficult. And God, now you're going to make me really sound like an excuse. It's not. I would like to do that if we didn't. Well, everybody's going through it, but most people have a few more guy bodies on their team. But, and most people, 90% of them aren't traveling like we've traveled. But, yeah, I mean, I think they either should shrink the games down. There's just too many. I mean, these guys, they've got to go to school too. And, we didn't go right to New York because we had classes Monday, so we went home and they all went to class, They've done a hell of a job. Don't blame them, blame me. I mean, they've done a hell of a job. And, I don't think I bit off more than I could chew if I would have had the guys that I thought I was going to have. But I bit off more than I can chew for them. But you know what? It's going to make it all the sweeter when we straighten this ship out here and we get a little healthy, get back to normal. It's not going to get any easier. One of those two teams is pretty damn good. And Duke's okay. They're just okay. So, and I'm sure everybody will be healthy for them by then, but at the end of the day, we're going to know where we are, and we're going to correct what we didn't do right, and we're going to get better, and we're going to do like we do here. We're just going to keep improving. We've made improvements. I know that's hard to believe, but we made a lot of improvements. I just got to get a couple more guys to compete a little harder and figure out if are they tired, are they hurt, or are they not competing? And that's what we'll figure out.
Anything else, guys? Tomorrow's your last game. How does it just feel to be playing at home again?
Yeah, just feel good, but I came here to win a championship, and it hurts not to be able to play in a championship game, but it's always fun to play back home.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. I'm pissed.